All right, welcome folks. We're live here in Kamloops, BC. We're at the tournament, the River City Showdown. We're got the West Kelowna Warriors going up against the Kelowna Rockets. So we got our multi-views going on right now. Dan's just getting it set up here. So while we do that, let's go take a look at the lineup today. Starting in goal today is the Walt Dog, Walton Poitras. He's taking the start today. Scratches. McCoggin, Hughes, and Scott. Starting line up front is going to be Sinister Day Mooring. Second line, McAllister, Meekins, Rodell. Third line, Douglas, Nugent, Terrian, and Hoodless is a swingman. And on defense, Fogarty, Lalonde, Pendray, Smith, and Konings, Coverley. While we take part in warm-up here, let's go ahead and watch the team intro video.
Charlie Mooring, number 17, center.
Gavin Simster, 21, left wing.
Logan Day, number 16, right winger.
Wes Meekins, number 9, center.
Brayden Douglas, number 11, left wing.
Lucas Terrian, number 12, right wing.
Owen Scott, number 2, center.
Nicholas McAllister, number 10, left wing.
Showdown, number 14, right wing.
Blake Douglas, number 15, center.
Malcolm Hughes, number 4, right wing.
Matthew Nugent, number 7, right wing.
Jace Coverley, number 5, defense.
Cole Pendray, number 19, defense.
Jacob Konings, number 6, defense.
Cecilia Smith, number 18, defense.
Declan Lalonde, number 20, defense. Max Fogarty, number 8, defense.
Walton Poitras, number 1, goaltender.
Alex McArthur, goalie, 31.
All right, so we hijacked the internet here, so you're in crystal clear 1080p today at wicked bit rate, so this should be one of the better broadcasts of the year. Once again, we got all cameras set up here. We got the Doug and Dan cam up here. We got all views going on, so you'll have great action. You'll be able to see everything that's going on. So we can go back, check out the West Kelowna zone. We're doing some warm-ups here. Go to our zone. And we got back to the main feed, right? So we got all the cameras set up here. We are making some adjustments as we go, so some of the remote cameras have to get some adjustments done to them, so we'll keep it going as much as possible here. But glad you could tune in this afternoon here on the Kelowna Hockey Streams Network. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this broadcast. It'll help your friends and family and the players find it later on. So it is important you hit that like button. Once again, drop a comment in the comment section, and you too could find your way onto the broadcast. You put your comment on the screen. Once again, stay tuned. First intermission, we will have Jeff McCoggin's Fan of the Game, brought to you by BMO, as well as we have a new Fan of the Week. So once again, if you are watching remotely, out of town, out of country, you just can't make it to games, and you want to be Fan of the Week, go ahead and send your parent on the team your photo and say, hey, I want to be Fan of the Week. They'll get it to me, and you too could be Fan of the Week. So Kim Douglas, you're always on here. You want to be Fan of the Week, you tell Kyle, and we'll get you on here for Fan of the Week. I always see you up here. But we got a real special treat for Fan of the Game today. Jeff McCoggin got a couple of good photos in trail. He couldn't be here today, so we miss you, Jeff. I hope you're watching at work. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. All right, 14 seconds till game time, folks. Get some popcorn, get some pop. It's Malcolm. Malcolm, I hear you're not feeling well. I hope you're feeling better. You're cheering us on. You wish you were playing. I wish you were playing too, Malcolm. Love the energy you bring to the game. Love those big hits. We're going to miss having you, or not having you, I should say. Rest up, feel better. Maybe you can play tomorrow or Sunday. You just keep bugging your mom and dad. Owen Scott, I know you're probably watching. We miss you too. Same with the big dog, McCoggan. That one, Karen Murray, go Rockets. Rockets doing the cheer, getting ready to go. So once again, for people that are just tuning in here, we're on the Olympic-sized ice here in Kamloops. So the ice, like, it is a lot bigger. So it may look big on the screen, and it is. So the kids will be tired after this one. We have 2 games here. Tomorrow morning, 10:45, we're playing here. And we go to the small rink Memorial for our second game of the day at 4:30. So glad you can tune in here. We've hijacked the internet here, so hopefully the rink doesn't shut us down. They shouldn't, but you never know. It's a good possibility. We do what we can to give you guys the best production quality, best video, best sound. If there's any issues, put it in the chat, and we can add it to our screen, or we can fix what's going on here. So face off at center. I guess they decided to change it up. We're going to go with Riddell, Meekins, McAllister to start. Konings and Coverley. Jesse changed his mind between now and the 45 minutes previous when we chatted. Rockets dump it in, Riddell dumps it in. Hartney leaves it. That was Dowie, he got bumped. Puck's on the boards. Riddell's in there. Konings looks to keep it in. Puck's turned over. Meekins loses it, goes right to Dowie. Dowie right up to Kingsborough. And offside the line. The face-off will take place in the neutral zone. If you're thinking about coming to Kamloops, the roads were great today. Nice and sunny out. It was trying to snow, but it was the weakest snow I've ever seen. So Day, Simister, and Mooring out there. West Kelowna wins. Mooring looking for Simister, picked off by Earl. Earl loses it. Mooring over to Pendre. Pendre to Simister. Simister couldn't handle it. Goes back to Merrick. To Pendre. Pendre to Simister. Puck gets dumped in. Merrick picks it up. Banks it off the boards. Right to the middle. Simister looking for Mooring. Gets it to him. Mooring tries to take a shot. Deflected behind the net. Picked up by Merrick. Day pressures him. Merrick still has it. Turned over right to Simister. Simister fumbles it, takes a shot high over the net, just past Hartney. Pendre looks to keep it in, does. Puck is intercepted. Sayers loses it on the boards, goes right to Day. Day tries to go in. Picked off there by number 11. Fogarty picks it up, goes for a skate. Fogarty. Budnooks goes cross ice, right to Douglas. Douglas back to Lalonde. Lalonde just dumps it in. Day couldn't quite handle it, picked up by Hang. Hang to the line, kept in by Fogarty. Puck goes back right to Bentham. Turned over, Fogarty wires a shot, Hartney, glove save. Face-off will be in the Warrior zone to the left of Hartney. Nugent on the draw with Terrian and Douglas. Scramble draw picked up by Grayson Dowie. He gets destroyed by Nugent. Fogarty looks for Douglas. Puck goes in deep. That was Monroe, goes around. Puck turned over. Nugent back to Fogarty. Fogarty just mishandled it. Douglas goes back for it. Douglas over to Lalonde. Lalonde to Fogarty. Fogarty throws it on net and covered up by Hartney. Looked like Earl crashed. Looks to be okay. Face off in the Warrior zone to the right of Hartney. Meekins wins it back to Konings. Konings stops, gets it to Meekins. Meekins goes out front, picked up by Dowie. Puck turned over in the neutral zone. Rockets have it. Riddell looking for Hoodless. Hoodless takes down a Warrior. Goes right to Flynn. Flynn off the boards, down the ice, bank pass. Kingsborough skates into it, saved by Poitras. Konings for Riddell. Riddell couldn't get it out. Stolen. Picked up by Newman. Newman tries to take a shot, blocked. Coverly off the boards. Intercepted by Merrick. Coverly banks it around, looking for Konings. Konings to Hoodless. Hoodless is jammed. Sayers is there, so is number 11. Puck comes out. Goes right to Earl, to Merrick. Merrick misses his player, Cormier, and that's icing. So with 16:35 remaining in the first, faceoff will be back in the Warrior zone. Going to be to the right of Hartney. Thanks, Jeff. At least somebody thinks I'm the best. Day on the draw wins it. Simister's hook. Puck goes down to Day. Day goes around, looking for Mooring, misses him. Smith keeps it in. Gets it down low. Simister behind the net. Looks out front of Mooring. Mooring shot blocked by Sayers. Picked up by Merrick. Merrick goes for a skate. Merrick still has it. Puck's down low behind the net. Smith picks it up. Stolen by Sayers. Sayers throws across ice, misses everyone. Earl keeps it into the blue line. Number 11. Dumps it in. Sayers has it stolen. Mooring reverses behind his net. Goes to Pendre. Pendre has some time. Now he's pressured. Battle on the boards. Rockets come up with it. Day skates out with it. Makes a move. Goes around Sayers. Day still has the puck. Day couldn't quite handle it. Has Douglas out front. Day to Douglas. Douglas couldn't handle it cleanly. Day dumps it to the corner. Goes for a change. Mooring behind the net. Throws it out front. Sayers picks it up. He just dumps it in. It's wide of the net, but played by Poitras. Lalonde throws it around into the corner. Picked up by Williams. Lalonde reverses it up the boards. Demand takes a hit. Puck is cleared by Douglas to the line. Nugent runs into it. Nugent 2-on-1 with Terrian. Nugent. He was hassled there by Pap. Couldn't get a pass across or a shot. Fogarty keeps it into the line. Goes far side for Terrian. Terrian skates onto it. Loses it. Puck is cleared to the line. Lalonde gets it. Dumps it deep. Puck goes all the way around the net. Nugent turns it over. Puck is cleared onto the stick of Hang. But is deflected out by Coverly right to Terrian. Terrian couldn't handle it cleanly. Dumps it in. Bounce off the backboards. Hartney leaves it for Dowie. McAllister intercepts the neutral zone. Just fires it back in. Dowie chips it off the boards. Coverly's there and he clears it back in. Goes right to Monroe. Gets it over to Dowie. Dowie fires it, dumps it in. Dowie skates onto it. Puck's behind the net. Meekins off the glass. Just past Monroe. And McAllister couldn't get there in time, so it is icing. So face-off will go all the way back to the Rocket zone. Warriors win the draw. Puck goes down, intercepted by Hoodless. Hoodless clears it. Earl goes back for it. Earl goes up the middle, intercepted by Coverly. Coverly skates back, banks it off the boards. Day tries to cut in the middle, couldn't. Riddell looks to clear. Day picks it up, dumps it in, takes a bump by Merrick. Puck goes low, Earl turns it over right to Hoodless. But Hoodless couldn't handle it. Day goes down for it. Day still has it. Makes a move to Smith. Smith back to Day. Day, a little shot. Scores! Logan Day on the screen shot. 1-0 Rockets. Little knuckle puck drifted, flipped through. Good start to the game. Rockets needed that one. .13:08 remaining first period. Puck pushed forward. Goes right back to Demand. Demand gets it over to Pap. Pap gets it to Sayers. Sayers cuts across the line and offside as number 11 was just ahead of the play. So face off in the neutral zone. Going to be near side here right in front of us. Face off won by the Warriors. Puck goes deep. Pap goes back for it. Puck deflects and out to the neutral zone. Sinister. Backhand pass over to Pendrate. Pendrate goes looking far side for Smith. Smith has to regroup. Gets knocked down. Puck banked off, and it's going to be a penalty to Warriors. 2 minutes for tripping. Could have been holding, but either way, we're going to be going to a BC Sportswear power play. Hey Kyle, same promotion this weekend? All right, so we got a BC Sportswear power play, new promotion. It's not a power play promotion, it's a game promotion. If any Rocket scores 3 goals, there's 5 limited edition hats waiting for you at BC Sportswear. You're going to go down on Monday, tell Kyle who scored the hat trick. And if they scored the hat trick, you'll get one of the 5 limited edition hats. So Fogarty has it. Leaves it for Sinister. Sinister over to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot, deflected by Mooring and saved by Hartney. So face-off will be in the offensive zone. Going to be to the left of Hartney. Nugent, Terry, and Douglas out there. Face-off won by Sayers, throws it to the line, kept in by Fogarty, takes a shot, saved by Hartney. And face-off will be to the left of Hartney, and we'll do that one more time. Thank you. I'll take good. All credit goes to Dan in that one. He's the one working the buttons. I'm just working the main camera. Puck down low. Push off the puck. Pap couldn't handle it. Puck's in the corner. Douglas skates onto it. Goes back to the point to Fogarty. Fogarty down low to Terrian. Terrian back to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot. Saved by Hartney. Face-off will be to his right again. 1:12 left in the penalty. 11:40 left in the period. Face-off back to Fogarty. Fogarty far side to Lalonde. Lalonde back to Fogarty. Turned over, but turned over, yep. So fire down the ice. Thought the Rockets could regroup, but they couldn't. So Fogarty behind the net. Tried to go far side, puck intercepted. Day is there now. Skates onto it, moves around, his check. Day skates into the zone. Lots of space. Keeps going with it. Leaves it for McAllister. McAllister misplays it. McAllister. Back to the line to Konings. Konings back down to McAllister. McAllister. Looks to the other side. Leaves it out front. Oh, almost. Puck turned over. And it is fired down the ice by Kingsborough. Poitras making it scary for us with that one, but he handled it. Day goes back for it. 11 seconds left in the penalty. Over to Cubberley. Cubberley banks it around. Over to Konings. Konings back to Cubberley. Penalty is now over, so Rockets back to full strength. West Kelowna back to full strength. Dowie crosses the line, walks in, goes to the corner. Bumps Cubberley. Puck's down low, turned over, right to McAllister. Turned over again, goes right to Flynn. Flynn walks out, couldn't get a shot off. Konings. Bank pass, looking for Riddell, couldn't get him. Puck is dumped back down, wide of the net. Cubberley skates into it, banks it off the boards, looking for Sinister. Puck comes out to the middle, right to Day, to Mooring. Mooring with a breakaway here. Mooring shoots, saved by Hartney. Hoodless is there. Puck goes up the boards, cleared to the line, out to the neutral zone. Pendre couldn't handle it cleanly. All the way down low. Kingsborough throws it out, goes far side. Hoodless skates onto it, chips it wide. Goes in deep, Earl goes back for it. Goes up the middle, misses everybody and down the ice, so that's going to be icing. And faceoff will be back in the Warrior zone to the right of Hartney with 9:16 to go, first period. Nugent on the draw. He's got Douglas to his left, Terrian to his right. Face off to the corner. Shot around, intercepted by Terrian. Now Douglas. Merrick skates onto it and fires it down the ice. And we got another icing here. So face off back in the Warrior zone. It's going to be to the left of Hartney. Warriors win the draw. Puck goes to the corner. Merrick picks it up, chips it to the line and out. Lalonde conceded, but gets it, dumps it back in deep. Smart play by Lalonde. Puck cleared and past everybody, so Lalonde goes back for it. No icing. Perfect weight. Fogarty couldn't handle a pass from Lalonde. Puck intercepted. Puck comes out front. Cormier couldn't get a shot off. Puck's kept in by West Kelowna. Battle on the boards. Number 11 in a battle, but he loses it. Nugent picks it up. Nugent goes up the middle, hits or spots Douglas. He deflects it to the half boards. Puck is cleared out to the neutral zone. Merrick gets it, dumps it in. Lalonde, bank pass, but a little too hard and icing with 8:06 remaining. So far, there's been a lot of icings this first period. Players just getting used to the bigger ice. But either way, it's a lot of icings. So face off to the right of Poitras. Eakins wins the draw. Cubberley banks it around. Konings has it. Banks it over to Cubberley. Cubberley bumps his player hang. Puck goes behind the boards. Konings picks it up. McAllister deflects it off the dump-in attempt by Demand. But puck comes all the way out to Bentham. Bentham to Hang. Hang turns it over. Cubberley avoids a hit. Cubberley back to Konings. Konings to Meekins. Meekins deflects it in right to McAllister. He gets it over to Riddell. Riddell back to Meekins. Leaves it for Coverly. Coverly to Konings. Konings couldn't handle it cleanly. Konings then fires it towards the net, deflects wide. Coverly looks to keep it in. Does. Picked up was Monroe. Monroe goes for a skate. Pressure. Puck gets deflected to the corner. Konings picks it up. Over to McAllister. McAllister to Riddell. Riddell avoids a check. Puck goes onto the stick of Kingsborough. Into the corner. Day tries to steal it, couldn't. Now does, gets it to Mooring. Mooring looking for Simister. Puck was deflected by Dowie. Right to Merrick. Merrick dumps it in. Poitras plays it. Leaves it for Coverly. Coverly couldn't clear. Earl keeps it in. Mooring's there. But Day picks it up. Turns it over, but Mooring picks it up, gets it to Day. Day has Mooring. Mooring takes a shot, scores! Charlie Mooring, 2-0 Rockets. 6:03 to go, first period. Great start for the Rockets. That one was for you, Susan Bishop, watching from Ontario. Former fan of the week. Puck is dumped in by the Warriors. Number 11 goes after it. Looks to throw it out front, but picked off by Nugent. Nugent. Little pass up the middle. Pap gets back there first. Douglas pressures him. Number 11 goes back for it. Hits the back of the net. Intercepted by Terrian. Terrian can handle it cleanly. Terrian pressured by Sayers. Douglas comes up with it, knocks Sayers down. Puck goes to Cormier, goes cross ice for 11. Puck cleared out, kept in, Pendrate. Throws it up, looking for Terrian. Just missed him, puck goes deep. Terrian gets there, ahead of Pap. But Williams went back for it. Fogarty intercepts the clearing attempt. Just chips it deep. 4:59 to go in the period. Pap. Gets the center, dumps it in. Fogarty. Tried a little move, got knocked down. Puck thrown out front. Poitras lost his stick in the process of making the save. Puck goes back to the line. Dowie takes a shot. Deflected, saved by Poitras. Puck Meekins looks to carry it out. Couldn't. Stolen. Puck is shot in there by Bentham. Saved by Poitras. Puck cleared by Fogarty. Goes out. We got a race now. McAllister gets there. Throws it out front. Scores! Weston Meekins on a nice little pass from Riddell. 3-0 Kelowna. Great start for the Rockets. Newman and Day on the draw. Mooring picks it up. Mooring to Day. Day kicks at it. Gets it deep. Merrick is there. Looks to clear. Puck ends up on the stick of Flynn, who gets it over to Demand. Takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Puck up is in the corner. Williams, or Flynn. Thrown out front by Demand to the point. Shot by Merrick. Wide of the net. Hoodless. Bank pass to himself. Or to Day, whoever gets there first. But Merrick gets there first. Mooring looks to cut him off. Puck turned over. Mooring looking for Hoodless in his skates. Mooring tries to skate onto it. Couldn't. Merrick loses it in the referee skates. Day just dumps it deep. Merrick Up the boards, right to Kingsborough. Kingsborough loses possession. Smith just chips at it. Day can't skate onto it. Goes right to Newman. Newman just dumps it in. Poitras stops the puck. Pendray picks it up. Right to Terrian. Terrian mishandles it. Puck dumped back in by 11. Poitras plays it. Right to Pendray. Day goes back for it. Loses it. Turned over. Cormier gets it to 11. Reset the audio, so we're good. Puck dumped in and shot and saved. All right, we just fixed the static. Hopefully it wasn't too long, but it is done. It is intermission, so it's everybody's favorite time. It's Jeff McArthur. First of all, we're going to start with our fan of the week, all the way from New Zealand, Mitch Carlson, watching every game. Thanks for tuning in, Mitch. Appreciate your support. Cheering on your favorite player, Davin Sinister. But now to the important part, fan of the game. Jeff went everywhere, and today's fan, Tatiana Smith, having a great time cheering on Team Germany at dinner. Super excited to be here in Trail, and she's super excited to be here cheering on Cecilia. So congratulations, Tatiana Smith. You are Jeff's fan of the game. If you are spotted at the rink, you too could be fan of the game. Jeff's always around with his camera, except for this weekend, but he's got lots in his bank. So be ready, because Jeff is looking. So after one, shots are 11 for Kelowna, 7 for West Kelowna. Dan's been adjusting the cameras. Some are working better than others. How you had it was good. Dan's a perfectionist, so he isn't satisfied with how camera 3 looked, so there's been some adjustments. I thought it was fine. All right, face off at center here. Start the second period, 3-0 Kelowna. Rockets win the draw. Pendre up to Douglas. Douglas to the middle for Nugent to Terrian. Couldn't handle it cleanly. Puck comes out. It is cleared. Douglas loses it. But Pendre gets there, and he just chips it, and now it's rolling, so that's probably going to be icing, and it is. So face-off will go back to the Rocket Rocket zone. 19:33 to go, second period. Face-off on the far side. Rockets win the draw. Puck goes to the corner. Pendre bumps his player. Puck cleared out to Douglas. Puck is cleared out to Terrian. Terrian stops. Throws out front to Nugent. Scores! Matthew Nugent on the one-timer pass from Lucas Terrian. 4-0 Kelowna. One of those nice little goals you love to see. That'll be on Nugent's highlight reel for sure. Face off at center. Puck goes to Merrick at the blue line. Banked off the boards. Now goes right to Lalonde. Lalonde to Riddell. Riddell across ice to McAllister. McAllister has it poked away. Sayers tried to get to the line, kept in. Merrick chips it out. Lalonde fires it right back in. Puck goes deep. Hartney plays it. Right to Earl. Earl to Cormier. Cormier couldn't get around Riddell. Riddell outside the line, dumps it back in. Rockets tagged up. Merrick clears off the glass. Kept in at the line. Puck in the near corner. McAllister gets it behind the net. Earl battles Riddell. Riddell looks for Hoodless to McAllister. McAllister backhand Riddell. What a save by Hartney. What a beauty. Came across with that right pad. Big save. Quackenbush down low. Turns it over. Hoodless shoots. Save by Hartney. Great pressure by the Rockets. We'll see if we got camera 3 working. We do. As Dan adjusts this. Face off to the corner. Back cleared around, goes right to Bentham, tries to clear. Sinister keeps it in. Now goes out. Cross ice, Mooring to Coverley. Coverley throws it to Hoodless. Hoodless couldn't get a clean shot off. Sinister couldn't keep it into the line. Coverley had to skate into it. Comes out. Konings regroups. Konings rims it around. Joey keeps it in. Coverley. Right over to Konings. Konings tries to stretch to Sinister, but wasn't hard enough. Puck goes in deep. Dowie goes back for it. Gets it to Monroe. Monroe. Behind the net. Smith keeps it in. Dowie looks to clear, does. Down the ice it goes. No icing. Pendre goes back for it. Stretch pass to Douglas. Douglas takes a shot high over the net. Puck gets kept in by Smith, goes deep. Douglas is there. Douglas chips it around. Smith bumps her player, Hang. Papp goes back for it. Behind the net. Papp gets bumped by Nugent. Puck goes up to Flynn. Flynn makes a move. Smith is there. Tries to bank pass, intercepted by Flynn. Flynn throws it across the line and offside. That didn't look offside from here, but face off in the neutral zone. Puck cleared down the lawn, over to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for McAllister, and McAllister. He gets bumped. Cleared around. Meekins loses it. Flynn just banks it around, intercepted. Puck thrown out front. McAllister. Over to Meekins. Meekins to Fogarty. Fogarty takes a shot. It gets blocked. Puck in the corner. Lawn keeps into the point. Tries to take a shot. It's blocked. Papp gets hit by Fogarty. Lalonde looking for McAllister on the stretch. McAllister button hooks. Maintains possession, but loses it. Turns it over to the speedster Sayers. Kaysen Sayers goes wide. He gets bumped, still has it. Sayers back to the line. Merrick takes a shot, saved by Poitras. Puck to the corner. Coverley banks it over to Konings. Konings looks to clear to the line, and down the ice it goes. Riddell in a race here. Can he beat the puck? He cannot, and icing is the call here with 15:02 to go. Face-off will go back into the Rocket zone. Face-off is going to be to the left of Poitras. Rockets win the draw. Behind the net, Coverley gets it to Mooring to Sinister. Sinister takes a shot, deflected over the net. Merrick looks to clear. Lots of bumping on the boards. Days there. Puck is cleared out, right to Coverley. Coverley tries to go near side here to Sinister. Sinister loses it. Coverley over to Konings. Konings misplays it right to Quackenbush, but Konings recovers. Coverley Looking for Mooring. Mooring looking for Day, just missed him. Delayed offside, but the Rockets tag up. Day picks it up. Goes back to Simister. Simister to Coverly. Coverly. Walks in. Runs into a check. Gets up. Mooring to Day. Intercepted. Picked up by Cormier. Cormier comes in. Takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Mooring. With some speed. Cuts across, but Day went in offside. Mooring goes cross ice. Deflected in by the Warriors. Puck clear to the line and out. Mooring goes back for it. Gets there first. Gets it to Pendre. Pendre looking for Nugent, but intercepted by Bentham. Puck is dumped in. Poitras forced to play it. Smith gets bumped. Puck cleared up. Douglas looked to clear. Does. He got run over, but Terrian has it. Lucas Terrian, son of two-time Terry Terrian. Two tournament missing Terry. But it looks like we're going back to a BC Sportswear power play as Kingsborough is going to the box. So once again, BC Sportswear with a hat trick promotion. If any player on the Rockets gets a hat trick today, you go down to BC Sportswear on Monday, you tell them who got the hat trick, and you can get one of 5 limited edition hats. Compliments of BC Sportswear. Lots of single goal scorers right now, so maybe somebody can get to 2 and get close. Puck won by the Warriors, cleared down by Earl. Or Bentham, I should say. Fogarty looks for Riddell, he just deflects it in. Puck's down deep. Howdy. Riddell over to Fogarty. Fogarty to Lalonde. Lalonde cross ice to Riddell. Riddell shoots. Saved and deflected wide. Puck cleared up the middle by Monroe. Rockets intercept, but Monroe keeps chasing and gets there and fires it down. Lalonde rims it around to Fogarty. Fogarty clears it up right to Riddell. Riddell cuts in, backhander to Simister. Oh, what a save by Hartney. Meekins picks it up. Goes back to Coverly. Coverly shoots wide of the net. Simister picks it up. Slows it down. Looking for Coverly. Sauce pass intercepted. Picked up by Flynn. Flynn. Holden Coverly takes him down. Puck goes to Simister. Simister, bank pass to Day. Day cuts to the middle, still has it. Day throws across ice looking for Mooring, intercepted by Pap. Pap fires it and down the ice it goes. 20 seconds to go in the penalty. Poitras plays it to Pendre. Pendre looking for Mooring, just missed him. No icing, ref waves it off. Pap gets there, pressured by the Rockets. Mooring looking for Day. Day shot, saved by Hartney. Face-off will be to the right of Hartney with 3 seconds left in the penalty. 1:09 left till the ice clean. All right, face-off to the right of Hartney. Puck thrown to the line. Smith keeps it in. Penalty's over. Smith takes a shot. Deflected by Hoodless over the net. Hoodless throws it towards the net. Picked up by Merrick. Merrick looks to clear. Kept in by Pendre. Pendre to Terrian. Terrian shot blocked by Merrick. Smith steps in. Takes a bump. Puck cleared by Merrick. Right to Hang. Puck comes out. Nugent picks it up. Dumps it down. Hang skates onto it. Hang with some speed. Cuts in. Shot by Earl. Saved by Poitras. 10:29 to go in the period. Face off back in the Rocket zone. Shots 21-10. Face off. Won by the Rockets. Rim the round. Fogarty loses it. Bentham loses it to Meekins. Meekins to McAllister. McAllister chips it in. Puck cleared by Earl. Fogarty keeps it in, takes a shot. Saved by Hartney. 10:03 to go here, second period. 3 seconds till the ice clean. So face off to the right of Hartney. Back in the corner. McAllister throws it up front to Riddell. Riddell couldn't get a shot off. Whistle goes, and with 9:57 to go, we should be heading to an ice clean right now. And we are, so with that, we'll take a look at the stats here at the ice clean. Shots 22-10 for Kelowna. Score is 4-0. And yeah, that's all we're going to talk about for now. We'll be back at the end of the ice clean, and we'll get back to some more Rockets hockey. So go get yourself a drink, get some more popcorn, get something to eat, Welcome back. The Zamboni just finished. So once again, we want to thank our sponsors. You can see them on the screen. If you can use any of these sponsors for anything, please do so. They help make these boys hockey a lot cheaper this year. So please support our sponsors. So we got the 4 cameras going here. One more time here. It's halftime, so you can get a good look at every view. Dan's done a good job now setting up the camera 2 and camera 3. He's quite happy with them now. So we'll leave it at that. And then you got myself up here on the broadcast booth area. We got Dan poking around there too. So I hope you're having a great day today. We're having a great day. Hope you've enjoyed it. Look at this, we got our Rockets jersey on right here. Joining the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying your day today. We're enjoying our time up here in Kamloops. I know the boys appreciate your support. I should say players appreciate your support. If you haven't seen Shoresy Season 5, I watched the last episode last night. It's definitely worth watching. And I hope you're having a good day. Have a good evening. And if you can make it up this weekend, please do so. Support the team. Or you can join us live here on YouTube. Dan and I will be here. Refs have called the players on the ice, so we'll go back to the main camera. Once again, we will have our fan of the game at halftime or at the end of the second, presented by BMO and Jeff McCoggan, as well as our fan of the week. Once again, folks, if you want to be fan of the week or fan of the game, you got to be at the rink or comment in the YouTube section, and you could be. Rockets take a shot. The play 2 almost worked, but couldn't get her done. Hartney was there, great saves. Konings back for it, bang pass. Puck cleared out, Coverley. Over to Earl. Puck dumped in by Quackenbush. Konings goes back for it, shoots it around, right to Sinister. Sinister to Konings. Konings to Coverley. Coverley off the boards, right to Day. To Mooring, actually. Puck cleared out. Coverley skates out, but went in a little too early as Day didn't clear the zone, so we do have an offside. 9:11 to go, second period. Shots, 22-10. Puck won by West Kelowna, but Smith got back there first. Overskates it, but was able to recover. Puck kept in by Monroe, but bounced out on the clearer. Pendray over to Smith. Smith up to Hoodless. Hoodless turned it over. Williams dumps it down. Played to the side by Poitras. Pendray bumps his player. Bentham puts it to the corner. Smith goes in for it. Battles Kingsborough. Hoodless. Dowie dumped it in. Puck thrown to the front by Monroe. Didn't quite get there. Pendray looks to clear and down the ice and icing. So for those wondering, it said we have an awesome setup. There is our setup right here. Pretty good. We tapped in right there, like you can see that. I mean, probably shouldn't show that in case Kamloops is watching, but that's how we got it set up here today. So face off back in the Rocket zone, or the Rocket zone. Won by the Rockets. Fogarty rims it around. Kept in, but not kept in. McAllister skates to it, throws it to the front of the net. It goes wide. Puck cleared to the line. Fogarty bumps his player. Puck comes out. McAllister reaches for it. Couldn't come up with it. Lalonde drops his player. Burdell to Fogarty. Puck cleared right to McAllister on the stretch. McAllister takes a shot. Deflected wide. Puck cleared up. Riddell's there, tries to bank it around the player, but intercepted. Puck's out front. Shot by Fogarty, saved by Hartney. Face-off will be back in the Warriors zone. Going to be to the left of Hartney. Puck in the corner. Carberly bumps his player. Sayers skates onto it. Sayers has a 2-on-1. Sayers, far side to Quackenbush. He misses the net. Puck thrown out front again. Carberly falls. Merrick is there. Day pressures Merrick. Merrick cuts out, takes a shot. Save Poitras. Puck in the corner. Mooring. Right up to Simister. Simister pokes it around Earl. Simister. Oh, couldn't get a shot off. Day does. Saved by Hartney. Simister. And Sayers battle in the corner. Earl bumps Simister. Sayers around. Mooring gets there. Mooring tries to go back, picked up by Sayers. Right to Cormier. Cormier to Quackenbush. Quackenbush dumps it in. Smith is there. Day looking for Mooring. Douglas. Now it's Williams. Day looking for Terrian. Terrian couldn't get it. Puck thrown out front, ends up in the far corner. 6:03 to go. Puck goes to Terrian. Terrian, he gets bumped by Dowie. Puck comes out. Right to Day. Day looks to cut in, does save, rebound. Douglas scores! Braden Douglas, 5-0 Kelowna. Day gets hit into the boards after the play, so Dowie's getting a penalty. So therefore the Rockets are going back to the BC Sportswear power play. Or are they? I don't know. He signaled for a penalty. They face off at center. No additional call on the play. It's 5-0 Rockets. Douglas to Fogarty. Puck is cleared up here, right to Dowie. Dowie skates in, dumps it in deep. Fogarty goes around for it, looking for Douglas. Puck gets deflected out. Terrian pressures him. Just cross ice here, right for Kingsborough. Puck thrown to the middle, intercepted by Douglas. Douglas takes a shot and saved by Hartney. Puck gets kicked out. Douglas couldn't handle it. Puck goes to the corner, cleared by Williams, kept in by Lalonde, deflected out. Fogarty picks it up, crosses the line, takes a shot, but offside as all the Rockets hadn't cleared yet. So face off in the neutral zone. 5 minutes to go, second period. 5-0 Rockets. Lots of comments here. Yeah, Rockets are winning. Epic setup. Nice goal, Braden. Hang has the puck. Skates across the line, but number 10, Flynn, was offside. So face-off will go back in the neutral zone. Coverly clears it. Riddell pressures Pap, steals Riddell. Biden hooks back to the corner. Behind the net to Meekins. Meekins reverses back to the line. Konings to Coverley. Coverley takes a shot. Saved by Hartney. Rebound sitting there. McAllister takes it behind the net. Meekins is there to help out. Puck gets cleared to the near corner. The man gets bumped. Coverley keeps it in. Puck goes down. Riddell to the line. Coverley takes a shot. Deflected. Saved by Hartney. Flynn gets around the check of Konings. Flynn takes a shot wide of the net. Puck comes out to the line. Pap gets it low. Flynn has a knocked off his stick by Meekins. Riddell can't get around Pap. Pap to the front. McAllister skates onto it, overskates it. Shot blocked. Puck is dumped back in by Kingsborough. Puck thrown out front for Newman. Newman couldn't get there. McAllister looks to clear and does. Quackenbush over to Dowie. Dowie loses it. Quackenbush skates onto it. Quackenbush takes a shot, saved by Poitras. Picked up by Konings. Konings looks to clear. Mooring steps down, rims it around. Cormier loses it. Day to Mooring. Mooring cuts in. Mooring backhander. Saved by Hartney. Day. Simister's in there. Simister. He gets bumped. Puck still low. It's loose. Swatted to the corner by Day. Earl looks to clear. Intercepted by Simister. Simister cuts to the net. Back to Smith. Smith takes a shot wide of the net. Pendre keeps it in. Puck's down low. Merrick tries to clear. He's hassled by Mooring. Simister couldn't keep it in. Goes right to Cormier. Pendre rims it around. Kept in by Earl. Smith banks it off the boards. Picked up by Bentham. Bentham. Behind the net, Bentham. Leaves it for Merrick. Merrick goes down low. Battle behind the net. Poked away by Smith. Smith looks to clear, deflected. Cormier can't get a shot off. Puck is cleared out by Day. Mooring skates onto it, no icing. Earl gets there first. Bumped by Mooring. Mooring back to the point to Pendre. Pendre shot, deflected, saved by Hartney. Hartney covers up. 1:26 to go, second period. So face off to the right of Hartney. 1:26 to go. Shot by Nugent, saved by Hartney. So we'll do that face off one more time. West Kelowna with the puck. Loses it. Douglas back to Fogarty. Fogarty shoots, deflected, behind the net. Picked up by Monroe. Monroe off the boards. Alon keeps it in. Avoids the check, gets it deep. Sayers picks it up. Sayers looking for Bentham. Puck deflected. Kingsborough overskates it. Bentham skates onto it. Bentham. Kingsborough. Sorry, that's actually Demand. No name bars make it tough. Sayers at the line, dumps it deep. In the corner, Bentham. Fogarty steals. Fogarty up the boards. Right to Bentham. Bentham shot, deflected. Lalonde clears it up. Terrian back around to Fogarty. Fogarty chops at it. Goes up the boards and out. Sayers looking for 3 Warriors on the stretch. They misplayed that. Buckeyes in the corner. Buzzer goes just in the nick of time. 5-0 Rockets. So with that, we're going to go to our fan of the week. All right, so fan of the week, Mitch Carlson, watching from New Zealand. Thanks for tuning in to Mitch. Appreciate your support, cheering on Davin and the Rockets. And our fan of the game, presented by BMO and Jeff McCoggan, Tatiana Smith, wearing a Team Germany jersey, enjoying dinner last weekend in Trail. She loves her Team Germany, so congratulations, Tatiana, for our fan of the game. So after 2 periods, 30 shots by the Rockets, 13 by West Kelowna, 5-0 for the Rockets. It's exactly what the Rockets needed here. So with that type of pressure, the Rockets have been all over the Warriors today. They haven't really had a chance. So if they keep that up the rest of the game, it could be 7-8, 9-0. And that's always good for differential. So back to the game we go. Face off at center, Meekins, Hoodless, and Riddell out there. Coverly and Konings. Face off one by the Warriors. Taken in by Flynn. Flynn walks, takes a shot. It goes wide. Rebound. Oh, blocked. On a wide open net, Newman couldn't bury it. Meekins picks it up. Meekins over to Riddell, just in front of him, couldn't get there. Hartney doesn't like what he sees, so he covers it up. Face-off will be to the left of Hartney in the Warriors zone. Face-off one by the Rockets. Coverly steps in, gets it deep. Hoodless gives chase. Hoodless bumps his player, Demand. Puck picked up by Newman. Riddell pressures him. Konings keeps it in. Puck's down low. Hoodless can't handle it. Goes right to Pap. Pap gets destroyed by Riddell, but it's going to be a penalty. It looked clean to me, but apparently not. Probably a head contact. It is. So with that, we're going to a Fogues Audio penalty kill. If you got an event coming up, need some sound equipment, staging, lighting, or you need an MC, Kim Fogarty, go talk to Dan Fogarty at Fogues Audio. It's the first penalty of the game for the Rockets, and it's a 4-minute penalty. So Dowie on the draw. Puck ends up in the corner. Smith looks to clear. Kept in by Merrick. Merrick down low. Goes to Cormier. Cormier to Dowie. Dowie tried to make a pass. Smith there to intercept. Puck's in the corner. Smith can't get it around Cormier. Cormier back down to Dowie. Dowie throws it out front. Poitras sees it, covers up. So face-off will be to his right. 3:37 to go in the penalty. 18:42 left to go in the period. Terrian didn't win the draw, but Douglas is there and clears it down the ice. Hartney stops it. Earl goes back for it. Earl. Cross ice pass. Right to Dowie. Dowie gets it to Quackenbush. Quackenbush. Quackenbush stops. Down low. Cormier. Cormier to Merrick. Merrick shot, fans on it. Puck ends up in the corner. Terrian's there. And he clears it down the ice. 1 minute gone in the double minor to Riddell. Hartney plays it right to Merrick. Merrick picks up some speed. Merrick cuts to the middle, loses it. Merrick. Leaves it for Cormier. Cormier. Down to Merrick. Merrick to Cormier. Knocked off his stick by Lalonde. Puck is cleared to the line and off the stick, or skate of Williams, and down the ice. Hoodless chases Earl. Earl falls. Hoodless is there. Swats it to the front. Nugent takes a shot towards the net. Just missed Hoodless' stick. Lalonde takes a shot saved by Hartney. Little pushing and shoving after the whistle. Referee doesn't like Hoodless swatting at the puck, so he's going to the box. So with that, that means it's a 5-on-3 for full 2 minutes. So we got a set play coming up from West Kelowna. Puck sitting there. Picked up by Bentham. Bentham. Down low. Back to Bentham. Bentham to Monroe. Gets it to Sayers. Sayers takes a shot. It's blocked. Sayers. Turnover. Coverley gets it, and down the ice it goes. Looks like Hoodless got a double minor too, so this referee just likes to handle double minors. Puck cleared out, Bentham, and offside as the man came in just a little too early. Face off in the neutral zone. Face off won by Meekins, straight to Lalonde and down the ice. 1:30 to go in the penalty to Riddell. Monroe behind his net. Up to Newman. Newman. Looking for Jackson Flynn, but that's offside. So we'll have the face off in the neutral zone. 1:16 to go in the penalty to Riddell. 3:03 in the penalty to Hoodless. Score is still 5-0 Kelowna. Konings clears it out, right to Monroe. Monroe circles back. Gets it over, right to Newman. Newman, cross ice. To Flynn. Flynn, looking for Hang. Hang back to Monroe. Monroe to Flynn. Flynn down to Newman. Newman to Flynn. Flynn shoots, deflected wide by Newman. Hang in the corner to Sayers. Sayers over to Monroe. Monroe takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Rebound. Save. Shot by Newman. Another shot by Newman. Puck cleared by Konings in the nick of time as it was sitting there. Flynn down low to Newman. Newman out to Hang. 13 seconds left in the penalty to Riddell. Back to Sayers. Sayers shot deflected over the net by Newman. Puck cleared to the line. Kept in by Monroe. Monroe to Sayers. Sayers takes a shot. Saved by Poitras. Rebound blocked by Smith. First penalty is over to Riddell. Flynn still has it. Flynn down low. Blocked. Newman can't get a shot off. Konings is there. Flynn. Back to Hang. Hang down to Flynn. Flynn bumped by Smith. Poked away by Riddell to the line and cleared. Sayers couldn't keep it in. Riddell pressuring Sayers. It's back to Monroe. Monroe up to Flynn. Flynn takes a shot wide of the net. Hang. Back to Pap. Pap to Demand. Demand. Back to Pap. Pap to Demand. Shot. Saved by Poitras. Rebound. And he covers it up. Doey's on top of him. Rockets don't like what they see. They will push back. Face off to the left of Poitras. 51 seconds left in the penalty to Hoodless. Pendrate off the glass to the line, kept in. Demand down low. Right to Quackenbush, shot saved by Poitras. It's Quackenbush, no, that's Pap. Left it there for Demand, but Day was there to intercept. Quackenbush crosses the line. 17 seconds left in the penalty to Hoodless. Doey down to Quackenbush. McAllister can't clear, kept in by Demand. Demand takes a shot, saved by Poitras. He holds that one. So 6 seconds left in the double minor. Rockets about to get away with a really long 2 minute and 13 second 5-on-3. And they're at precipice of killing off both penalties. So great job, Rockets. Potentially. 6 seconds left. Face-off won by the Warriors and out of the zone, so that'll do it for the penalty. Hoodless will come on the ice right now. And he does, bumps his player. Puck is sitting there and cleared. Lalonde over to Fogarty. Fogarty looking for Meekins. Meekins couldn't handle it on his backhand. Puck's in deep. Meekins clears, but the Rockets or Warriors pick it up. Goes right to Williams. Williams looks to cut in. Stolen by Mooring. Mooring banks it off the boards right to Sinister. Sinister cross ice for Fogarty, who joins the play. Fogarty just pokes at it, avoids the hit from Merrick. Fogarty. Puck cleared by Williams. Can't get it out though. Meekins is there. Sinister down low. Mooring is there too. Mooring comes up with it. Has Sinister and Nugent to Sinister. Oh, he misses on the shot. Puck stolen from Fogarty. We got a break here. Kingsborough on a break. Kingsborough pressure by Smith. Stopped by Poitras. Puck goes into the goalie. No goal. It's incidental contact, so face-off will be in the Rocket zone. Great back check by Smith to knock that off the stick of Kingsborough. Kingsborough had some speed. Now that's back check, so Tatiana can't say it was only once, it's multiple times now. That's Cecilia's back check. Inside joke from dinner last week. Merrick asking for an explanation here from the ref. So it's no goal. Referee's not going to talk. He's not talking. He said he talked to the captain. Puck clear to the corner. Smith to Pendrate. Pendrate to Nugent. Nugent with some speed. Nugent, oh, overskated it last second there. Put himself offside. Great opportunity for the Nuge. So face off in the neutral zone. Face off one, far side set play, goes to Hang, Hang cuts in, takes a shot, scores! Sophie Hang, top shelf corner, fooled Poitras, 5-1. I think Poitras thought it was going to be a cross-ice pass and got fooled with that one. Good shot. Face off at center, won by the Warriors. Earl looks to clear, right to Flynn. Flynn dumps it in. Puck's in the corner, Coverley gets there. Reverses it here to McAllister. McAllister can't clear. Earl keeps it in. Flynn gets bumped. Puck poked right up to McAllister. McAllister to Hoodless. Hoodless cross ice, couldn't hit Riddell. Merrick has the puck knocked off his stick by Riddell. Riddell back to Coverley. Coverley to Konings. McAllister backhands it out. Earl pokes it forward. Dowie, he gets bumped. Konings up the boards. Riddell in his feet. Picked up by Hoodless. Hoodless banks it. Kept in by the Warriors. Coverley tries to chip it around Cormier. Couldn't. Puck turned over. Backhander saved by Poitras. Rebound. Backhanded high into the corner. Riddell knocked down. Down low, right to Dowie. Dowie throws across ice. Shot blocked by Konings. Quackenbush throws it to the front of the net. Puck thrown there, stop, save, and covered up. Lots of action in the Rockets zone. We want the action going to the other end, but Rockets survive and recover. Whistle goes. 5-1 game. Rockets have the puck. Mooring pokes it out. Goes right to Monroe though. Simister hassles him. Puck cleared back. Picked up by Fogarty. Fogarty gets it, dumps it in. Hartney grabs it and covers up as Mooring gave chase. So we'll reset in the Warriors zone. Face off to the left of Hartney. 10:14 to go in the game. There is no overtime in round robin games. Rockets win the draw. Day. Mooring walks in, deflected behind the net by Hartney. Simister's there, trying to throw it out front. Couldn't get a clean lay of the puck. Puck cleared the line, kept in. Simister over to Day. Day takes a shot, saved by Hartney into his glove. So we'll have another face-off in the Warriors zone. It will be to the left of Hartney this time, no, right of Hartney. One linesman said one way, the other who had the puck decided to go the other way. Day loses it, puck goes to the corner, Sayers clears it around. Simister bumps his player. Puck is cleared out. Gallan clears it out. Puck flicked up. Simister skates onto it. Gets to Mooring. Mooring just misplayed it. Sayers fires it down the ice and icing. 9:32 to go in the game. Third period action. Face-off will be back in the Warriors zone. Shots 32-30. Warriors close the gap here on that 5-on-3 for an extended period. So face-off to the left of Hartney. Scramble draw, it goes to the boards. Picked up, cleared to the line and out. It goes down just to the right of the net. And face-off will go back into the Warrior zone. There's been more icings than I've liked. Scramble draw comes to the Warriors. That's Demand skating it out. Demand goes wide. Pendre knocks it off his stick. Battle on the boards. Hang comes up with it. Shot. Rebound goes right to Newman, who hits the outside of the post. Smith clears it to the corner. Nugent Gets it right out to Terrian. Terrian just scoops it to the neutral zone. Hang skates onto it. Clears it in. Smith over to Pendre off his skate. Just missed the net. Poitras had to be alert. Puck cleared by Douglas. Terrian skates onto it, but it's not too far. Terrian not quick enough, so it is icing. 8:32 to go. We will go back into the Rocket zone. Lots of icings here. Face off cleared. Earl keeps it in. Puck cleared out. McAllister gets it in. Behind the net, Dowie. And he touches it. There's going to be a penalty to Cormier for interference on Hoodless. So with 8:16 to go, third period, Rockets will go back to BC Sports Bar power play. So once again, the power play promotion is not really power play promotion, but is the BC Sports Bar promotion this week. If any Rocket player gets a hat trick this weekend in any game, you need to go in on Monday to see Kyle Douglas, tell him who scored the hat trick in which game, and you can get one of those 5 Rockets hats. Puck back at the line, Coverley. Walks in, takes a shot, deflected. Puck sitting there, Koning steps in, couldn't get there. Break for Quackenbush, 2-on-1, 2-on-2 now. Quackenbush takes a shot, saved by Poitras. Quackenbush still on the puck. Behind the net, Quackenbush. Throws it out front, goes to Earl. Earl takes a shot, gloved by Poitras. So 1:32 left to go in the power play, which hasn't been a power play so far. 7:48 to go in the game. Shots 33 for West Kelowna, 32 for Kelowna. Fogarty. Over to Lalonde. Lalonde for Simister. Simister steps in. Biden hooks. Sets it up. Back to Lalonde at the point. Lalonde takes a shot just wide of the net. Mooring behind the net. Over to Fogarty. Fogarty. Cross ice looking for Simister. Backhanded just wide of the net. Mooring. Out to Simister. Simister shoots. What a glove save by Hartney. 55 seconds left to go in the power play. Sayers has the puck in the corner. Day turns it over. Down low to Simister. Simister. Back to the line to Lalonde. Lalonde takes a shot. Saved by Hartney. Fogarty steps in. Down to Simister. Simister. Bank pass to Mooring. Mooring. Across the line. Day. Takes a shot. Saved by Hartney. 24 seconds to go in the penalty. Rockets change, send it out Terrian, Nugent, and Douglas. Face off to the left of Hartney. 6:40 to go in the game. 24 seconds left in the penalty. Puck clear to the line. Puck comes out. Pendre. Over to Smith. Smith. Cross ice to Douglas. Douglas to Pendre. Pendre loses it back into the zone. 7 seconds left in the penalty. Smith dumps it for Douglas. Douglas just reverses back for Smith. Penalty's over. We're back to even strength. Terrian. Looking for Nugent. Goes to Douglas. Douglas pokes at it. Couldn't get a clean stick, but stolen by Monroe. Monroe gets bumped, still has it. Monroe gets bumped. Sayers, far side for Hang. Hang goes around Pendre. Hang. Biden hooks in the corner. Back to the line, shot from Sayers, blockered away by Poitras. Puck cleared. Sayers steps in. Pendre around. Terrian couldn't handle it. Smith gets there. Slaps it off the boards at the line. Kept in by Demand. Puck goes deep. Pendre pressured by Hang. Hang in a battle now. Now there's Nugent in there. Puck cleared. Kept in by Pap. Newman can't handle it. Puck thrown out front to Flynn. Flynn pressured by Pendre. Pendre clears it, and down the ice it goes, and it is icing. Face off to the left of Poitras. 4:55 to go. Coverley picks it up, dekes around his man, goes right to McAllister, 2-on-1. McAllister shoots just wide of the net. Puck's in the corner, down to the line. Konings back to Meekins, Meekins to Konings. Konings couldn't get it to Meekins. Riddell's there. Riddell swats it towards the net. Hartney plays it and covers it up. So 4:28 to go in the game. 5-1 Kelowna. Face off to the right of Hartney. Riddell in a battle. Doey's there, Riddell. Demand. Meekins tries to get up the boards. Quackenbush intercepts. Quackenbush off the boards, down the ice, and that's going to be icing. So with that, we will go all the way back to the Warrior zone. 4:13 to go in the game. Want to do a special shout out to my daughter, Jordy Soros, just getting home from school. Hope you're having a good day, Jordy Soros. Gay on the draw, wins it back to Konings. Konings shoots, loved by Hartney. We'll do that again, 4:10 to go. Gay goes forwards. Merrick looks to clear, kept in by Coverley. Puck goes deep. Doey up the boards, kept in by Coverley. Coverley dumps it deep. Merrick skates onto it. Kept in by Mooring. Puck goes deep, 3:46 to go. Doey skates back for it. Hoodless pressures him. Goes right up to Quackenbush. Quackenbush looking for Cormier. Cormier shot blocked by Lalonde. Lalonde clears it up and puck gets shot down the ice. Merrick cleared. Williams in the corner gets destroyed by O'Fogarty. Puck cleared out. And we had a whistle. Guess the puck was played with a high stick, so face-off should be in the neutral zone. 3:07 to go in the game. It was touched by a West Kelowna player, so it'll be go to the other face-off dot. Picked up by Williams. Williams takes it across the line. Blows a tire. Lalonde shakes off his man. Cuts up the middle, look for Douglas, missed him. And that's icing. So back we go. There's too many icings. There's no heat in this side of the arena, so of course you got to keep icing the puck. It'd just be nice if the game was over. I think with 2:48 to go, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say Kelowna has won this one. Face off far side. Puck pushed forward. Nugent poked. Sayers keeps it in. Sayers turns it over. Nugent. Williams takes a shot. Blocked and knocked down at the same time. Terrian looks to clear. Monroe was on him. Puck comes out. But we got a penalty coming up here. Number 8's getting the penalty. We'll see what the penalty is. Four minutes for head contact. It's a face off to the right of Hartney. McAllister, Meekins, Riddell, Pendre, and Smith. Puck sitting there, picked up and cleared by Flynn. Down the ice, Poitras plays it, right to Smith. Smith to Meekins, Meekins to Riddell, Riddell to Pendre. Pendre takes a shot, blocked away by Hartney. McAllister to Smith. Smith back down to McAllister to Pendre. Pendre shot, saved by Hartney. Meekins on the draw against Newman. Meekins wins it. Back to Pendre. Pendre cross ice to Smith. Smith down to Riddell. Riddell just missed it. Sayers skates after it. Riddell has the puck intercepted by Newman. Newman trying to go around Smith. Newman does, but loses the puck. Shoots it. It goes wide. Pendre to Meekins. Sayers, or Flynn, I should say. McAllister comes up with it. McAllister, 2-on-1, takes a shot. Saved by Hartney. Rebound sitting there. Riddell couldn't bury it. Puck's in the corner. Riddell. Back to Cubberly. Cubberly to Riddell. Riddell. Leaves it for Cubberly. Cubberly to Pendre. Pendre to Riddell. Riddell back to Pendre. Pendre, or to Cubberly to Pendre. Pendre shot high over the net. Riddell back to Cubberly. Cubberly tried to go back to Riddell. He does. To Pendre. Pendre to Riddell. Back to Cubberly. Cubberly. Down Meekins shot. Save. Nets off. So 37 seconds remaining in the game. Rockets change lines. We got Simister, Hoodless, and Mooring. 5-1 game. Great puck movement by the Rockets. They just got to capitalize on this. Pap looks to clear. Kept in by Cubberly. Cubberly. Back to Mooring. Mooring walks the line. Leaves it for Konings. Konings to Cubberly. Cubberly down low to Hoodless. Shot. Saved by Hartney. Rebound. Puck comes out. Hits Simister. Now to Hoodless. Hoodless back to Cubberly. 8 seconds left. Cubberly down to Hoodless. Hoodless out front. And deflected out. And that'll do it, folks. Rockets win 5-1. Great way to start the tournament in the River City Showdown. So we will stay tuned for the presentation of player of the game and possibly hardest working player. So it looks like the east side is the best side this time. And always in a show of sportsmanship, the players line up to shake hands. Lots of candidates for player of the game. Poitras is up there. They had 5 different goal scorers, so it makes it difficult for the coaches to pick this player, but it's never an easy decision. All right, wait for the player of the game presentations. You can have this spot when we're done here. Our hustle goes to Matthew Nugent. He played great today, had that beauty goal on the one-timer. Congratulations, Nugent. And player of the game, Blake Hoodless. Great job, Blake. Hell of a game today. Hardest working player was Sophie Hang. And player of the game goes to Quackenbush. So congratulations, and we'll see you guys back tomorrow, bright and early.